Hey guys, Garret from Garret's Guitar Lessons here, and today I'm going to be talking about 3/4 rhythms, and they'll also work over 6/8 rhythms as well. So the general principle here is going to be exactly the same as our 4/4 rhythms. We want to strum down on 1s, 2s, and 3s, or all of our numbers, and then strum ups on the ands that happen in between the numbers. Now what's very important here is to keep those numbers consistent, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then have the ands come in between them. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. You notice there that regardless of whether my ups or my ands were in there, those numbers stayed consistent between them. I also find that I like to accent that 1 a little bit more than the rest. It helps kind of make it feel like it's that waltz of the 3 or the 6/8 that we are used to hearing. Now every rhythm that I go through is going to be exactly like rhythms 1 and 2 on my rhythm sheet, which is that 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and 3 and. All we're going to do is just take away some numbers or some ands. So first let's begin by taking away some ands. So my rhythm 3 on that would be 1, 2, and 3 and 1, 2, and 3 and, where we just took away the and after 1. Another would be 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. And what we're doing there is taking away the and after 1 and after 3. Now my rhythm 5 on my sheet, 1 and 3 and, is taking away a number. And that number is 2. So we have 1, 2, 3. So again, my numbers are still very consistent between them. 1, 2, 3. All I'm doing is that I'm not strumming that 2. And that's why I put it in parentheses, because it still exists, right? We're just not going to be strumming on that. So it's going to go 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. And those can be some of the hardest to feel because, you want to play on that 2. And so, but you got to kind of restrain yourself and just allow just the rhythm to breathe that little bit. Now rhythms 6 and 7 on my rhythm sheet don't have 1s. Now these are tough to practice on their own, but it is important to practice them on their own. These are more of like add-on rhythms. So you could put that at the end of any of the rhythms that I previously went through, and it kind of is a way to extend the rhythm so you're not just playing the same pattern over and over again. So an example of that would be and 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 2, 3, and. Again, the 1 is in parentheses. It still exists. It's not like there's no more 1. It's just we're not strumming on that. Now we also have rhythm 7, which is and 3, and 3, and 3. Again, these can be tough to kind of hear when we isolate them to just themselves. These are meant to be add-ons. So actually saying the rhythm can help just as much as playing it, because it kind of gets your mind around what it's supposed to sound like, and then all we have to do is just assign downs to the numbers that we say and ups to the ands that we say. So here are some examples of, like I said, taking an earlier rhythm like 1, 2, and 3, and then adding one of those rhythms 6 or 7s on top of it. Now finally, I have one example of where we add a bass note on the 1 of the first rhythm. Alright, now the bass note is just the lowest note of the chord that we play. So something like a G would be just adding just the 6th string. For something like a D, it'd be just the 4th string by itself. Alright, since I'm muting everything just by lightly pressing my, or not even pressing, just laying my hand on top of the strings, I'm just going to isolate just the 6th string as our bass note. So there we have it. Those are some rhythms in 3/4 time, and also they'll work for 6/8 time as well. Be sure to keep those numbers consistent and then add those ands in between them, and downstroke on the numbers, up on the ands, and you'll be good to go. If you like this video, be sure to check out GarrettsGuitarLessons.com for a free PDF of all the rhythms I just went through, plus more free lessons and resources. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave me some comments in the comment section below. Thanks!